Good afternoon, guys. So today we are in the lecture 14. So about to complete the unit 1 topic. So we'll complete unit 1 in this lecture. From tomorrow onwards, we'll start unit 2. So along with this unit 1, uh, I'll briefing all the topics what we have covered in the unit 1 also. You can see at the end of the slide. So for your seniors also, morning class have completed the unit 1 for your final years. So in this slide, we can in this session we will complete the unit 1. Okay, right. Sai Krishna, Navin Rathod, Indra. Okay, okay, right. We'll start the class. So slowly students will come into the join. So in the last class, we have discussed about international management. So what is the concept of international management? What is the role of international manager? Right. So what are the responsibilities of a manager to undergo the business processes? And what is a scenario in the globalization? What is the scenario in the globalization we have discussed in the last class? So just I will have a briefing about the international management. So whatever the management we are doing while doing any business, it may be any service sector, or it may be any product based, or it may be any other raw material based. So for everything, a manager should be available for all the types what you have to undergo, right? For this you require a international manager who is having a degree or a PG in the business administration. So those who have completed a PG in international management, international trade management, those people are eligible for this business management services. So those who are completed a PG in MBA in marketing, those type of people are used for the international marketing management. So these people have the chance or have the opportunity of moving from one country to another country. So you can do the work online, or you can do travel to different places, and you can market the products, services, and the improvement in the business in other countries also. So those are the persons who have done degree in the marketing management. Next, international human resource management. This type of management comes under every big organizations and big firms. So what is the role of this human resource management? These people, these people recruit the resources in terms of people, in terms of labor, in terms of any other services, in terms of any other services. These are the managers these are the managers where you are having these are the managers where you are having everywhere in any large firms, medium based to large firms, for recruiting the people for recruiting the people. Next, finance management. So whenever your business firm is medium to large to very high type of business, in such cases you have to run a separate department, that is nothing but the financial department. So whenever you are having a small supermarket, or in a small a business, roadside business, or in a small, very small hotel, there is no need of all these types of marketing, HR, business people, finance, etc. Only when the organization is having a good number of people to work with, and whenever the organization has to expand their business in all over the country or state, then you have to take this type of services, that is marketing department, HR department, finance department, like that, right? So this is a department where the person has to do commerce, arts, has to do the finance sector. Next, international banking management. So these people also comes under this finance, where they will do the transactions with the money and services. Next, international transactions, balance payments management. Same, this relate to the international banking. Next, international service management. For example, Service means it may be any type of service. It may be NGO services, or it may be any uh, cultural services, or it may be any entertainment services also. This type of service management is also provided for different places. For example, if you want to be a broker or a liaison officer, so broker is a normal term. దాన్ని కొంచెం హై ప్రొఫైల్లో మాట్లాడాలంటే liaison officer means liaison, LAISON, liaison officer means the person who is doing commissioning business and take the commission from other two parties. So he will act as a mediator in between the two parties, and he will take the money between the two parties, and he will give the service. Those type of people are also acting as a international managers for doing the services all over the world. Next, information technology management. Next thing, the next management is so where you have to do all types of IT related services, and ITES related services. So IT related means information technology services, and ITES means information technology enabled services, indirect services and direct services. These are also done by any manager who has done a master's in MBA in a IT department. So like this, all these types of international managers are responsible for doing all these type of services. Next. So I said what is the meaning of international manager? What is the role of international manager? Well, for what he is responsible? He is responsible for developing the strategies, deploying the resources, guiding their organization to compete the global environment. To compete means to give the opponent, to give the opposition, to be as a role model, to the global environment. So the managers play a vital role for the inner success of the any organization by guiding their organization to compete in the global environment. Next, a successful internal manager should have the following skills and qualifications. So in the last class also we have discuss about the qualities. What does the international manager should have? What are the skills he should have, and what are the qualifications he has to do it? So in the last 2 or 3 years, so we are having number of vacancies in different countries. So nowadays in USA it is very difficult to get a job, or it's very difficult to get a H1 visa also, H1B visa, right? So now the immigrants, now the people, those who want to study, or those who want to work, or those who want to do any business in USA, it is very difficult to get the opportunity. That's why the people are learning the skills. In other countries they are asking for not only the degree what you are doing, either BTech or normal degree or whatever the other courses. They are asking for other skills what you have to develop. They are asking for to do some other IT related courses, which is a qualified certified courses. So whenever you are doing any certified courses and want to interested to go in other countries, for example, if you want to learn other foreign languages like German language, Spanish, like this, so that is an additional qualification which gives the score. So in order to write the GRE also, IELTS, and also you have to get the additional scores only through other skills. It may be any technical skills or any type of soft skills. Then only you are having scores in your pocket. Thereby whenever the score is reaches to high position, automatically you will get the visa or whatever the services you require in the other countries. Now the Canada and New Zealand are the two emerging countries where there is a good need, where there is a huge need of people to work there. You can work as a engineer, you can work as a business person, you can work as a other services like driver or technician or electrician or other sorts of industry foreman or manager, like that. So like this, for any successful person, any successful international manager on a graduate, those who want to pursue, those who want to go in a higher qualifications and skills, definitely he has to get the knowledge of current situations. So the current situation, what is the things you are having? So you have to develop the skills like the IT services, that is nothing but the data science, that is nothing artificial intelligence. So if you see in majority of engineering colleges, once you come to the college after 1 or 2 months, so the triple E department, mechanical, civil, so these are coming to the back positions. Only IT, ECE, CSE, these are starting in the first positions. Why? Because the job opportunities, right? The government showing the ways of getting the jobs and other technology development, IoT things means Internet of Things is having more flexibility in this type of subjects. Okay, that's the other topic, but which are related to develop the skills and qualifications. Okay, right. The ability to understand, appreciate the numerous different cultures. So you have to cultivate the different cultures of different countries. Next, the ability to use more than one language. So ఇందాక చెప్పాను కదా, the language you have to learn. So if you want to learn other languages, other foreign country languages, there is a processes, there is a school of learning different languages. So when you learn the different languages, for example, if you want to learn a Spanish language or Italy language or any German language or any some other language, so there is no need to work in that country. You can be as a translator means, so you can be as a mediator, and you can translate the German language into the English or Telugu, depends upon the job or nature where you are working. So like this, additional qualities should be very important for any person to encourage himself. Next, to ability to build and maintain relationships at work and the family by supporting growing and learning. So the person should have ability to maintain the relationship, positive relationships, at which place? At workplace, right? In the family, for what? For supporting, for growing, and for learning. Next, however, to do this, one must understand himself. So for all the things to do happen, what is the first thing you have to do? Don't think others point of view. So don't think in others point of view. First understand yourself, first behave yourself, understand yourself, then think of what to do next based upon the possibilities in your hand. Next, the ability to learn and grow the new information just discovered by carrying out the new ideas into one's behavior, and the ability to maintain the health of the organization and oneself. So in order to maintain yourself, you have to check your health, and also in order to maintain and enrich the organization's goal, you have to cultivate what all the technologies you are having in the day-to-day world. So like this, the international manager should guide in this perspective. The next and last topic is a globe. So it's the globe. So what is a globe acronym? Global leadership and organizational behavior effectiveness. So when a person is going globally, automatically you have to maintain the leadership qualities and organizational behavior effectively. The name of a cross-cultural research effort that exceeds all others. So the Globe Research Foundation or a Globe Research Project is a multi-phase. It is not a single phase. It is a multi-phase, multi-methodologies of cross-cultural research in which investigators spanning the world are examining the interrelationships between the societal culture, organizational culture, organizational leadership in scope, depth, duration, and sophistication. So they are making the multi-phase methodologies and multi-method programs in order to spread the cross-culture activities. So whenever you are spreading the cross-cultural activities, automatically the globalization అనేది ముందుకు వస్తుంది. The globalization comes in the front face. So why we have to make this in the front face? Why? Because to emerge, to learn, to practice yourself, and to be the part of the globe, and to be the part of the global leadership and organizational behavior effectiveness. For that being a part, many countries in the world have made a very good research. See, about 170 country investigators The Globe project directly involved 170 country co-investigators based in the 62 of the world's cultures as well as 14 member groups of the coordinators and research associates. So Globe, ఈ ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఈ గ్లోబ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ని తయారు చేయడానికి ఈ గ్లోబ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ని తయారు చేయడానికి సో 170 people have been involved in the project, and you are got based upon the 62 world cultures. 62 world cultures, they have took some of this and they have made the globe project. That is a research project. The globe researchers studied leadership worldwide and defined. So ఈ globe లో ఉన్న high authorities, top management have studied the leadership అనేది ఏంటి, ఎలా ఉండాలి, రైట్, డెసిషన్ మేకింగ్ ఎలా చేయాలి, లీడర్షిప్ అనేది ఎలా ఉండాలి. దే హ్యావ్ స్టడీడ్ వరల్డ్ వైడ్ అండ్ డిఫైన్డ్ యాజ్ ద అబిలిటీ ఆఫ్ ఎన్ ఇండివిజువల్ టు ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ చేయాలి. సో ఇప్పుడు ఇన్ఫ్లుయెన్స్ బాగా ఎవరు చేస్తున్నారు? ఇప్పుడు ప్రజెంట్ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఆంధ్ర, ద పిఎస్పికే, ద పవర్ స్టార్ పవన్ కళ్యాణ్ is influencing, motivating, acting as leadership things in order to encourage, in order to motivate, in order to uplift the youth or people in the society, right? So the ability of an individual to influence, to motivate and enable others to contribute towards the effectiveness and success of organizations which they are members. That is a definition given by the Globe people. Okay, now next. The Globe research project has 3 phases. So in order to learn what is a globe, we are having 3 phases to learn. What the first phase involved the development of research instruments. So we have to get involved into the research things what they are having in the globe. So once the research is done thoroughly and deeply, automatically what you will get the perspective of the globe, what they are thinking and what is the main goals they have to achieve. Second one, accessed 9 fundamental attributes. So the globe leaders, the globe people have accessed. So there is accessibility of 9 fundamental attributes or cultural dimensions of both societal and organization cultures. So they are having 9 fundamental attributes and explored how this impact leadership in 62 societal cultures. Next, third one, it is primarily studying the effectiveness of specific leader behaviors. So it is a study of effectiveness of specific leader. So it is effectiveness study of a leader behavior, leader యొక్క behavior ని బాగా తెలుసుకోవడానికి. The leader may be అంటే old, in old centuries and old times you are calling as a leader, autocratic, bureaucracy, leadership. Now we are calling simply as CEO, right? Including that CEOs and subordinates, their attitudes and performance. So we have to study the great leaders' attitudes, their performance, their way of behavior in the organization, their way of behavior with their employees, their way of behavior with the board of members. So like this, the research has been started for the globe in order to get the profit. Next, what are the global standards for the measurement? The 9 cultural dimensions are, first one is a performance orientation. So we have to see an individual or a group through their performance oriented ga chusukovali. Second one, institutional collectivism. So whenever you are working in any institution or any firm or any sector, collectively you have to maintain the collaboration with the people. Collectively you have to maintain the integrity for the upliftment of the group. Next, gender. So gender egalitarianism. So what is this one? You have to cross check. You have to cross check and you have to does not show any ambiguities. You should not show any differences between the gender, whether a male or a female. You should not show any other inequalities. All are one in this globe project. Next, uncertainty avoidance. So if there is any uncertain things happening, so obviously we have to avoid that one. So everything we have to go for certain things. We should not go for beyond the things which will not be doing any harm to the organization. Thereby, we have to avoid maximum uncertain and undisputed things. Next, in-group collectivism. So we have to maintain a proper group, thereby collectivity will improve in the group. Next, future orientation. So the the rules, responsibilities, the goals, vision, everything should be future oriented perspectives. Future oriented perspectives. Next, human orientation. You should have some human ethics and values. So it should be some being human. Being human. Who said that being human? The celebrity called Salman Khan's Being Human. There is a quotation gave by the celebrity, being human. Okay. Next, assertiveness. Assertiveness. So you should have different ways of thinking in different scenarios in order to increase the standards of the global prospects. Next, power distance. Power distance. Showing the power. If you are having the power, automatically the leadership qualities will enrich you. So like this, you are having the 9 cultural dimensions of the globe. Next, global researchers probed respondents about both practices and values and did so within both the larger society and the specific organization. Next, one of the most important questions addressed by the Globe research team concerned the extent to which the practices and values associated with the leadership are universal and the extent to which they are specific to just of the few societies. So the question raised by the Globe research is to extent of the practices. In what extent they will make the extension to the practices and values associated with the leadership things, right? The primary leadership dimensions. The primary leadership dimensions. What are the leadership dimensions one should acquire for the uplift of their organization as well as personal? Administratively competent. Administration ga, for example, who is a good administrator in the last 3 or 4 chief ministers ante Mr. Nara Chandrababu Naidu is a good administrator since 10 years. He has done an excellent job in the administration, right? So like this, you have to maintain the competence in the administratively competent. Autocratic. No, you have to maintain some sort of things which should be done exactly as it is. Autocratic rules. Next, autonomous. We have to integrate all the bodies under one roof, under one umbrella, and then maintain autonomously, without any problems. Charismatic, visionary. So you should have some charisma. Charisma means what you call, it may be a sort of charisma means a center of attraction, right? A center of attraction or a showstopper. Showstopper ante, for example, you are having 10 shows or 15 shows in the event. Okay, event lo you are 10 shows jarugutunnai. So in the 10 shows, one show is a showstopper show. Showstopper ante, whenever the person or the event comes in the stage, automatically every person will stand there. One person will also not go outside the auditorium. Means they will attract the people so that no person will go outside. So ఎలా ఉండాలి, విజనరీగా ఉండాలి. అంటే the goals, the visionary of your company or a firm or a business should be visionary. Very long run లో మీకు ఆలోచించుకునే కెపాసిటీ charismatic లో ఉండాలి. Next, inspirational. You should be inspired. For example, if you take a Pawan Kalyan, his talks are motivative, inspirational to the public, to the youth. So automatically he has a charisma. అదే for example, his brother Nagababu వచ్చి చెప్పాడు అనుకోండి సేమ్ మీటింగ్స్ లో, సో మెజారిటీ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ విల్ నాట్ గెట్ addicted to the type of speech. So one should have the charisma and also other things, thereby all things go in a planned way. Next, self-sacrificial. So one should be self-sacrificial. Sacrifice chese gunam undali. Then only everything happens in slow and steady race. Conflict inducer. So whenever there is a conflict, whenever there is a problem rising in any 2 or 3 or 4 things, one should have an ability to close a conflict. Next, decisive and diplomatic. So the person should be optimistic in nature, diplomatic in nature in certain cases in order to solve the problems. Face a saver. So automatically the person should be a saver to the organization and himself also. Humane orientation, just like a human values and professional ethics. Integrity, you have to maintain the integrity. Thereby, automatically you can get or you can gain something from the organization. Malevolent and modesty. You have to maintain some reliability. You have to be reliability, modest to the your lower people as well as higher people. Non-participative. So wherever the problems arises or wherever the unnecessary things happening in the organization, maximum we should not be available in such unethical means. Next, performance oriented. So you should go towards the performance oriented things. Procedural. So whenever the formal things are happening in a correct way, this are obviously happen by using the procedure. Self-centered. You should be as a self-centered member. గుంపులో గోవింద కాకుండా గుంపులో ఒకరిగా you should have a self-oriented, self-centered, charisma and visionary. Status consciousness. You should have obviously the status. Status means not only in the terms of money. Money ఉంటేనే status కాదు. The things, the commanding, the leadership qualities, the motivation skills, etc., etc. This all leads to the status consciousness. Team collaborative. So once you frame a team, so having a team is not enough. You have to make collaboration with the other things also. Once you frame a team, you should be collaborative to the other teams in order to work together and to get to move forward. Team integrator. So team ki member ga ఉండడం కంటే team ki team leader ga ఉండడంతో పాటు you should integrate the other teams and you should manage, you should coordinate with the other team leader positively in order to integrate the team integration. So these are the leadership qualities one should maintain in order to be as an international manager or the globe research concept, according to the globe research concept. So these are the topics what we have to discuss, what we had discussed in the unit 1. So with this, we have completed the total topics in the unit 1. So 13 students were present in the class. Okay. So if you have any doubts, just unmute your mic so that we will have a conversation. So what are the topics what we have completed? Just I will figure out in a 2 or 3 minutes so that we can come to know what are the topics that is completed, right? So we are completing the concept. What is the concept of nature of the management, importance of the management, and definitions of the management. Next, generic functions of the management. So this also be completed. What are the functions of management? What are the planning, coordination, POSD, CRB? POSD, CRB. So we have completed planning, organization, staffing, controlling, coordinating, budgeting, reporting. So these are the generic functions of the management. Evaluation of the management thought. Evaluation of the management thought. So దీని గురించి కూడా మనము classical studies, neoclassical studies, different sorts of new management theories, scientific management, దీని గురించి మనము ఒక evaluation చూసాము starting from 18th and 19th century, and we have seen different sorts of scientists or philosophers made some management principles, management thought, so that this should be done in order to encourage the organization or a firm. Next, theories of motivation. So ఒక కంపెనీలో ఒక ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో మోటివేషన్ ఎలా ఉండాలి? వర్కర్ టు వర్కర్, మేనేజర్ టు మేనేజర్, ఫోర్మెన్ టు మేనేజర్, మేనేజర్ టు GM to board of directors. So like this, the motivation should be done in a proper way. And what are the various theories said by Taylor, Henry Maslow, right? So like this, we are having number of scientists or philosophers who gave who gave various theories related to the motivation skills in the organization and a firm. Next, decision making process. Decision making process. So once you frame an organization, or once you planned a business, how to make decisions. The decision should be worthy. The decision should be worthy, and it should be long run or a short run or a medium run. Everything should be decided, and you have to make a decision making process. Once you maintain a decision making process, automatically leadership qualities అనేవి మీకు develop అవుతాయి. Then there is no chance of entering other people into your life to give the chances, to give the options. So ఒకరు మీ లైఫ్ లోకి వచ్చి చాయిసెస్ ఆప్షన్స్ ఇచ్చేంత అవసరం ఉండకూడదంటే you should be a proper decision maker at your home or at your place or at your circle. Next, designing organization structure. So ఒక కంపెనీ కానీ ఒక ఫర్మ్ కానీ పెట్టాలంటే how to design your organization, how to frame the structure. Next, principles of organization. So we have discussed, we are having two types of principles. One is formal organization, informal organization. So దాని గురించి డిఫరెన్షియేషన్ కూడా మీకు మనం చెప్పుకున్నాము, రైట్? నెక్స్ట్, organizational topology. So organization topology means, so when you have any firm or industry or any some private department or private bodies, once you have established, what type of typology you have to maintain, like maybe a line or scalar or ఇంకోటి military organization. అంటే దానిలో ఏంటి, the process, the procedures, the commands will be vertically downwards. పైకి వెళ్ళవు, ఒకటేసారి కిందకే వస్తుంది, పైకి వెళ్ళే ఛాన్స్ ఉండదు. నెక్స్ట్ ఏంటి, సెకండ్ వన్ ఈస్ line organization, staff organization, functional organization. What is the meaning of functional organization? We have discussed. Line and staff organization we have discussed. Next, project organization, committee organization, matrix organization. Like this, we have discussed various types of organization topology. Which type of organization topology is suited for your organization to establish. The next topic is international management. So international management మనం ఎందుకు చదవాలి? So what is the main concept in the managing of the international bodies? So how to integrate other various countries in the business in order to fulfill the goals and procedures. So what is the role of international manager and how he will behave? It depends upon the country to country, right? What are the skills and qualifications you have to attain to be as a international manager, and what are the other types of international management గురించి కూడా డిస్కస్ చేసుకున్నాం. We are having international finance management, international marketing management, international banking sector management, international transactions management, right? International finance management, international information technology management, like that. Next, the last concept what we discussed on the recent concept is a global leadership and organization behavior effectiveness. That's nothing but acronym GLOBE structure. So like this, they have completed all the topics 100% in your unit 1 without any misconcepts. So every concept is covered and you don't have problems in this unit 1. Hope so in the unit 2 or 3 or 4, I think so you are having problems. Those problems are also very, very important whenever you are doing real-time civil engineering job. So when ఎప్పుడైతే మీరు సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ జాబ్ చేస్తున్నారో ఇండస్ట్రీస్లో కానీ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్స్లో కానీ ఎక్కడైనా పైప్ లైన్స్లో కానీ, whenever you are doing any erectioning commissioning jobs రియల్గా చేస్తున్నప్పుడు, you will get some type of real-time example, real-time problems, so that not only as a civil engineer or a mechanical engineer also, PERT CPM, PERT CPM, SQC అనేది కొన్ని కాన్సెప్ట్స్ సివిల్కి మెకానికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ స్టూడెంట్స్కి ఇద్దరికి కూడా ఈక్వల్గా వర్తిస్తుంది. whenever you are doing core jobs, means సివిల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ చేసిన వాడు సివిల్ జాబ్, మెకానికల్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ చేసిన వాడు మెకానికల్ జాబ్ రియల్ టైంలో చేస్తుంటే The PERT and CPM problems will give a basic and thorough and good knowledge how the problems are rectifying in real time. ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎంత త్వరగా కంప్లీట్ చేయాలి, ఒక బిల్డింగ్ ఎంత త్వరగా కట్టాలి, ఒక రోడ్, ఇవన్నీ యూఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఏ ప్రాజెక్ట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్. యూ కెన్ లెర్న్ both mechanical as well as triple as well as civil students can learn this project management software, where you are having different projects and also the problems, different ways of solving the problems. Like this, for civil engineers, you are having various types of softwares like project management software. You are having BIM. BIM means business information system, sorry, BIS. So like this, you are having different softwares where you can learn with the design as well as the management. So in the PERT and CPM, you learn different concepts where you can complete the task in real time. For example, if you are constructing a house, in 4 months you have to complete. Then what are the raw materials you require? You require men, material, machinery, money, methods, right? So you have to maintain a separate way for men, for material, for activities, for other things. Then you have to come to a conclusion. So this is a time period so that we can complete the task, we can complete the project and keep in your hands. So like this, you are having other topics in other units which are interesting to learn, interesting to listen. So from tomorrow, we will start unit 2 positively, right? So if you have any doubts, the mic is open to all. You can unmute it and you can talk to me. So today the strength is 13. ఒక్కసారి 20 ప్లస్ వస్తారని చూస్తాను. సో 20 ప్లస్ కరోనా అయ్యేంత వరకు వస్తుందో రాదో ఐ డోంట్ నో. సో maintain the attendance, but even though when compared to 4th year, you are maintaining good attendance, that is good, but maintain still more attendance. So make a screenshot. So I took the attendance for this class. You also take the attendance. Okay, yeah. Anything to discuss with me? You can open your mic and you can speak to me. Anything to discuss? ఏదైనా చెప్పాలా, ఏమన్నా అడగాల? Shall I wind up?
Nothing, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So after this class, give me some time. I will upload the video in the YouTube so that I will share the link in their group. But others, మీ క్లాస్మేట్స్ ఎవరైతే క్లాసెస్ వినడం లేదో వాళ్ళని జస్ట్ యూట్యూబ్ లింక్స్ ఫార్వర్డ్ చేయండి పర్సనల్గా, సో దట్ జస్ట్ దే విల్ వీవ్ ఇట్. యువర్ క్లాస్ స్ట్రెంత్ is more than 50 or 60. So your chairman, your HOD is just, they will view ఎంతమంది చూశారు. So they have a record. So please watch it, the video. పూర్తిగా చూసే ఓపిక లేక జస్ట్ బిట్లుగా డ్రాగ్ చేస్తూ చూడండి, సో దట్ వీవ్ అనే ఒక నెంబర్ పడిపోతుంది అక్కడ. సో డోంట్ నెగ్లెక్ట్ దిస్ వన్. నాట్ ఓన్లీ ఇన్ మై సబ్జెక్ట్, అన్ని సబ్జెక్ట్స్కి మీరు ఓపెన్ ఇట్, వీవ్ ఇట్ అండ్ క్లోజ్ ఇట్, డ్రాగ్ ఇట్ ఆర్ వీవ్ ఇట్ అండ్ మేక్ ఏ హ్యాండ్స్ అప్ సింబల్, like it symbol and close it. So thank you for listening.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You can leave, right?